Hello, how are you? Welcome to your Purple Feather Tarot community. I truly hope you're feeling well right now, and I also hope that this reading brings you the answers from the universe you've been searching for. Today, we're going straight into your reading, so let's connect with your tarot deck. As always, we'll explore your energy, the energy of the person who's thinking about you right now, and reveal the blessings the universe has prepared for you. Connecting with your energy, let's begin. You've drawn the major arcana number 3, the Empress, the Page of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, the Two of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands. Get ready, because your life is about to become quite interesting. You'll receive new ideas, feel fresh inspiration, and step out of your comfort zone. And by stepping out of that zone, you'll start feeling truly empowered. Right now, you might feel a bit uncertain. You may not know where to begin, which option to choose, or which path is the right one. But in the coming days, the universe will send you a sign pointing toward the right direction or the right decision. So please prepare yourself, because at this moment you're standing in the prelude. Very soon, the curtain will rise and you'll show what you're truly capable of manifesting. Let's take a closer look at what this reading is about. Let's explore the Ace of Wands, which represents a new beginning. Let's also look into the choices you'll be making. I especially feel that you'll make a decision in matters of love, particularly if it involves a Capricorn or a Taurus. Someone is currently very interested in you, and more than anything, I feel that you're about to shine brightly. So now, let's discover what your reading truly reveals and what kind of advice the tarot has for you at this moment. You have another ace, the Ace of Swords. Excellent news is coming into your life. A piece of news will bring joy to your family, and another will warm your heart. Let's take a look at what kind of news this is. You've drawn the Four of Pentacles. I feel that right now, you're trying to manifest great wealth, but something is missing. Maybe you need a loan, a mortgage, or just a small amount of money. And here, the universe is going to grant that wish, especially if you are currently manifesting money or wealth. You'll receive capital to invest, possibly in real estate. Maybe you'll buy something quite significant that brings you a lot of stability, for example, an investment in a house, an apartment, or a flat. If you're an investor with a substantial amount of capital, this could be the moment when your business scales up. You might buy an apartment building, not just to own, but to rent out, not one, not two, but many apartments at the same time. So this is the moment to wait just a little longer, because maybe you thought this investment wouldn't happen. But now, the universe will prove to you that this financial miracle is indeed possible. You also have the Eight of Pentacles. This card is telling you not to feel discouraged. Please keep working, because you're on an excellent path, the path of abundance, the path of success. Sometimes, the Eight of Pentacles represents distractions. There might be people trying to distract you or steer you away from your destiny. That's why the message from the tarot here is, don't let yourself get pulled away. Especially, don't let someone under the sign of Virgo be a distraction to you. You also have the Nine of Pentacles. Notice that your entire reading speaks of abundance, savings, independence, and a great deal of work. At this moment, you may be feeling a strong connection with the earth signs. I feel that your birth chart might have a lot of earth elements. You could have Capricorn energy somewhere in your chart, or maybe Virgo or Taurus. That means you're headed for success, but of course, with the earth element, every major achievement is preceded by significant effort. So naturally, your reading tells you to keep working. You're walking the path of abundance and the path toward independence. In some cases, this could mean you're about to receive news from your government, something materializing like a pension or some generous benefit. Maybe you've been waiting for a permit or approval to build or some kind of license. And finally, that approval arrives, and it becomes a green light to move forward. We continue with your reading. You also have the High Priestess card. This card always tells you, when you don't know what to do, follow your heart, follow your intuition. And always according to this card, the answer is love. The answer is not ambition or greed. The answer is not your ego. The answer is love. So let's see what this intuition coming into your life is about. Because when the High Priestess appears, your intuition is feeling restless about something that is going to happen. It could be a warning, your intuition might be telling you to be careful with a certain project or person. But it could also be something positive, your intuition telling you that something very, very big is coming into your life. So let's discover what this is, whether it's a precaution or a sign of something completely colossal that is about to knock on your door. You have the Five of Wands. In this case, we're talking about a precaution, because someone is currently angry with you, and this person wants you to respond in the same way they're speaking to you. As I mentioned before, this is exactly the time to avoid distractions and also to avoid temptations. Maybe someone is coming at you with shouting, with a proud or arrogant attitude, and your ego might say, okay, I need to answer this person in the same way they're speaking to me. But here, your reading, along with the High Priestess, tells you that you can be firm. The Ace of Wands is also telling you that you can assert your power without shouting. You can be completely confident, completely brave, without lowering yourself to someone else's rudeness. So maybe someone is coming in with that Five of Swords energy, and you say, listen, I'm not available for fights right now. If you want to talk to me, then talk to me in a decent and respectful way. Very well, according to this card, there are different ways to face these kinds of people, and please choose the ones that don't disturb your own energy. You also have the King of Cups. As I said, this is about emotional intelligence. The King of Cups always speaks about managing your emotions in a calm and proactive way. This card refers to someone who has learned through experience and no longer lets others disrupt their emotions or feelings. You also have the Nine of Cups. The one who laughs last, laughs best. I feel that right now, you're on the right path. I feel that your heart is guiding you toward a good person, toward someone new, someone who truly has a lot to offer. The Nine of Cups speaks deeply about the happiness of your heart, but it's a full kind of happiness. It's the kind of happiness you reach with someone who truly understands you, someone who supports you. I feel you're going to be very happy because you'll choose the right person, especially if that person is a Scorpio or possibly a Pisces. You also have the Seven of Wands. You have both of the Tarot's conflict cards in one reading, and I definitely feel that now is the time to avoid conflict. It's time to establish a firm position, but once again, without risking your personal or professional well-being just to confront someone who doesn't deserve your attention. You also have the Queen of Swords. This card speaks of great composure, calmness, and pragmatism. I feel that you have the power to say things in a very particular way. Very well, maybe you don't need to get worked up, you don't need to rise or stand up from your throne for someone to understand that you're being serious. The Queen of Swords can be misunderstood, because some tarot readers or people say that she's a harsh person, someone who may hurt with words, or someone who manipulates. But every card in the tarot has both a negative and a positive aspect, and in this case, I'm seeing the positive aspect of the Queen of Swords, which means speaking the truth clearly, cutting through lies with your honesty, cutting through confusion with your words, and simply avoiding misunderstandings. Very well, the Queen of Swords has her left hand pointing toward the sky or the horizon, and that means you're showing others the way out. That means right now, you're choosing to stay with those who have good relationships with you, and for others, you're showing them the door. If you have a bad attitude, then go back the way you came. Very well, let's continue with your energy and see what else is coming. Messages are coming in. You have the Page of Cups. This may be a suitor, a young person, someone quite attractive. This person might be stirring your heart a little. However, there may be an age difference here. Maybe you are older than this person, or significantly older, or maybe you are much younger. I feel there could be an imbalance. So let's give the Page of Cups a chance and ask the tarot whether this person is right for you or if they might end up being a disaster in your life. Let's clarify that now. You have the Six of Cups. In this case, we're shifting a bit away from love. I feel that someone might ask you for help, possibly someone much younger who needs your support, your advice, your guidance. It's very likely that this person will reach out to you today, asking for help with something related to their studies or their personal life. I feel this is someone who admires you, someone much younger than you who looks up to you. It could be a nephew, your son or daughter. In any case, this is someone who always comes back to you whenever they need help, because you have an excellent protective energy toward them, and you will be helping them, especially if they are a water sign. I mean Pisces, Cancer, or also Scorpio. And think of the letters P, C, and A. We continue with your reading. You have the Ten of Cups. I love this card, especially with all these cups, because it speaks of reconciliations within your family. Someone wants to ask for your forgiveness. A person finally realizes they were acting very immaturely, and the problems within your family are being resolved. There are agreements, negotiations, and even verbal commitments. Someone had been way off track. The Page of Cups might represent someone who was doing poorly in school, failing classes, but with your guidance, they are finally going to return to the right path. Continuing with your energy, you have the Hierophant. Blessings, blessings from the universe. The universe is blessing your home. In fact, that is your decree. My home is completely blessed, protected, and shielded by the universe. You also have the Eight of Swords. You need to believe in yourself at this moment. That is your positive affirmation, I believe in myself. Because when you don't believe in yourself, the Eight of Swords appears. It means doubt, insecurity, panic, and fear. But when you are someone who trusts in yourself and in the universe, the blindfold falls from your eyes, and you begin to see things more clearly. So I don't know what it was. Tell me in the comments. What made you lose your faith in yourself, your faith in the universe? Maybe someone hurt you, broke your heart, and now you're in a defensive posture, trying to protect yourself. Maybe someone made you feel like you could never love again, or you're questioning whether after this love, a new and completely different love could come into your life. Or maybe you had some kind of setback in your professional life, and now you feel stuck between a rock and a hard place because time keeps passing and you haven't found any work. But I'll say it again. It's very important that you believe in yourself, so that all of this can turn into a powerful manifestation. Alright, let's continue with your reading. You have the card of Libra, the Justice card. Let's clarify this a bit more. It could mean some kind of contract you're going to sign. Someone is looking for you, someone is going to make you a job offer. It's possible that you made an excellent impression in your job interview. I feel you're going to have a very dynamic job. You might be selling things. I don't know if you're someone who's focused on sales, or if you actually like working in sales, but Libra always speaks of someone who is in contact with many people, selling, approaching others, maybe working in customer service, maybe responding to questions, complaints, or claims. Let's clarify what this Libra energy is about. You have the Judgment card. This might represent a transformation in your work life. A change could be coming into your life that at first may cause fear or anxiety, but in the end, this change will bring balance. I feel that right now there's some imbalance in your life. For example, maybe you're earning a lot of money but you feel unhappy or unsatisfied at work. Or maybe you're earning very little, but you feel calm, yet at the same time, stuck. So I feel that what's coming is an energy of balance. You'll be paid exactly what you deserve, not more and not less, and you'll also have the responsibilities that fulfill you, that nourish your heart, and that make you feel good about your job. Now let's continue with your reading. You have the Four of Cups, which reflects what I was just saying. There's something you don't like anymore. You feel unsatisfied. You feel like someone or something keeps making promises to change, but in the end, nothing really changes. So you may feel disappointed with this person or with the things you're doing. Maybe someone keeps doing foolish things, and you end up feeling let down. Let's take a look, because the Four of Cups can mean one of two things: either you're getting tired and want to walk away, or this could just be a completely normal dynamic. Of course, nobody is perfect. This card could also mean that someone wants to apologize and wants things to work out. So let's see if it's an apology or a definitive ending. You have the Three of Cups, which definitely points to an apology, a happy moment, a warm hug, a reconciliation. In some cases, it might even be a passionate reunion. I feel like you're dealing with a very passionate person, or maybe you're someone who's drawn to passionate people. That could explain why sometimes you feel unsatisfied, because maybe you're dealing with someone as stubborn as a mule. So maybe you're getting tired of the stubbornness or exhausted by someone's unwillingness to change. But according to these cards, this seems to be something natural. Sometimes we need to understand other people's temperaments. The Three of Cups speaks to that, to plurality, to understanding that all people are different and that we need to find happiness in our differences. Continuing with your reading, you have the Three of Swords. This can represent a warning. It's like a signal from someone, and you don't trust them. You don't trust that business, you don't trust that job, or you don't trust the person coming into your life. For some reason, the reading is telling me that you should pay attention to someone's smile or laughter. Ask yourself if they are genuine, or if they are forced smiles just to please you. There may be something in their face that reveals the truth and could save you from a headache in the future. It tells me to be especially careful with someone under the sign of Libra or also Aquarius. And that is your tarot reading for today. As always, thank you so much for being here with me, uncovering all these secrets of the tarot. For now, we are closing your reading. As always, if you enjoy these readings, you can click that like button and also click to subscribe to this channel. We are wrapping up your video, and I hope you have an excellent day, full of success, full of blessings, and I'm sure we'll see each other again in your next reading.